Hi, this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stand. Today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful 3D project. This butterfly in jar, I did use a rubber stamp and a die cut to create it. So in this tutorial I have a lot of great tips I would like to share with you. Let's start it. Okay, let's start with the material list first. So I start to make one small one and I really like it. So, and I bought this big one from Michael's, of course, with my coupon code. We are going to need some branches. So I pick up some branches from my garden already, and we are going to need this white stuff. Is called Angelina fabric, and unfortunately I don't know where you can buy this fabric anymore, but you can find anything from the internet. I'm going to do some research and see if I find it. I will list the link below this tutorial. So but if you cannot find the Angelina fabric, there is always something else you can use to replace. So I was using the Angelina fabric, and then it's actually pretty cool. I like it, but I think maybe I want to have some green stuff. So I found this fake moss from Michael's. It's $9.99 Canadian dollars, and luckily it was 50% off. So this one is only $5 Canadian dollars, which is a pretty good price. They have two different colors, so I bought these two, but I haven't decided I'm going to use it or not. If you don't have this one, and then you can, if you have like a paper shredder for your office, you can just shred one or two pieces of green cardstock that you can create your own mask looking. So I think that's a good idea too. And then if you do the needle felting, this is, I found out it probably will work too. So this is I bought it from one of the sewing and craft show a while ago. I think this looks pretty nice too. So I'm going to give it a try. So just too many different choices. You don't have to use exactly the same thing that I have in this tutorial. Try to use a different material and try to solve the problem. That's the fun part. Always find something that you can replace. We're going to need some candle light and some lighting. I'm going to explain the lighting when we reach to that part of the tutorial. Okay, so I am going to use the Low Cooking's Butterfly Effect stamp set, and of course they have the matching die to go with it. And make sure you check under the this month's special every tutorial that I create. The stamp and die that I use in that tutorial, where I'm going to offer a great deal. So make sure you check under this month's special. So most of the time when I want to do the blending, I use a Canson watercolor, but I found out Canson watercolor is good quality cardstock. It's nice and thick, but they are not very smooth. So yesterday I picked up a pack of Bristol from Michael's, of course with a coupon. They are the 100-pound and 24 sheets. And then you can stamp both sides. I'm going to try see how's the blending. So in my last tutorial, previous tutorial, I was mentioning I don't really like to use magnet, because I found out even though you use the magnet and then they still kind of move. So what I do is I just use some double-sided tape. That's how I secure my card. Okay, just make sure that you line up. Okay, and then if you still have some room, you can still put this magnet there. Okay, so I'm going to use a StayOn because the StayOn is dry a little bit faster. You can decide you want to do the embossing or you don't want to do the embossing. So that's just give a nice push, and I'm not worried at all because I have my stamp positioner, right? So even I made a little bit boo-boo. Okay, see, boo happened, and then I can always go back to fix it. Okay, so if you use a StayOn, I really recommend you once in a while you got to clean your stamp. You have to use a StayOn cleaner to clean your stamp, because they do deposit on your stamp. So after a while you will not able to get a clean image. So, and I am going to just stamp one more time. Okay, just make sure I have a very clean, sharp image. Okay, and then you probably ask me, why don't you just, because I maybe want to do the embossing because that way my butterfly will pop out more. But so you probably ask me, why don't you just do the black embossing powder? Because this stamp is really detailed, you know, a lot of gray area. So the embossing powders probably won't, you know, I won't be able to make that clean images. Okay, so that's really good. And if you want to do the embossing like the one I did, this one, so I did the code with a clear coat. So I'm going to just fast forward it. So what you're going to do is if you want to do the clear embossing, you got to clean your stamp first, because you don't want to put first mark on top of this dirty stamp. So if you want to do the clear embossing, you got to clean your stamp. Try to not move your stamp. Okay, clean it. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Just in case, I'm going to dry that stamp. And then I'm going to do the clear embossing. I'm going to fast forward it. Okay, and then I like to cut it first before I doing the coloring. Why? This is why. Because my template accidentally moved a little bit, so I don't get it perfect. If I finish coloring and then I go die cut it, that's so painful. So if I die cut first, that way I know if I know if this one I didn't get a perfect cut, I can just don't use it. So that's why I prefer to die cut it first and then coloring. After you die cut it, don't put this template in the garbage, because my next tutorial we are actually going to use these die cut sheets as template. I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful card with this one, and also the one I just made a boo-boo, also keep it. I'm going to show you how to use this one to create a beautiful card. Okay. Okay, and the next we are going to do the coloring. So the coloring, you can use any kind of material you like to do the coloring. You can do the watercolor, you can use a pencil crayon, you can use a marker, anything you like. But I am going to just use or magic mushroom because it's fast and easy. And I use Robert Naker's color fuse impact. So just to start, you know, a little bit brush on top, and I'm going to from light to the dark. Okay, just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit on the wing, and I'm going to use a little bit pink, because we use the clear embossing to clean embossing powder on top of that black image, right? So after you apply the color, and you can just use a wet cloth, kind of rubbing that. That black is going to pop out more. It's better than you just use a black color, because the like it stays on when you add the color. It's okay, it will work, but I just found out if you add the clear embossing, it's more pop out that dark black color. It just looks better. Depending on how important your friend is, if you want to spend more time to make some awesome gift for them, you can probably do the black embossing. Okay, and then you just add any color you like. And magic mushroom is awesome because see here is a pink, right? And then I just add a little bit blue. Look what happened, purple appear. That's just a pretty color, right? And then I'm going to just pretty fast just color half of yellow and a little bit purple or blue. No matter what you do, it's going to just looks awesome. Okay, and then this is just fast and easy. And on the side, we can give a retouch out a little bit darker color. So that's how I color my butterflies. If you have this impact, make sure after you use it, give a nice click, and then so that way they will stay moisture. So I have a few butterfly that I already pre-cut in the paint. And then there's one more thing. This is you can find this one from Michael's. They call Uniball, and there's a white. So I am going to just use this white paint, kind of give it a little bit touch out the white dots. Those white is add a beautiful touch up. Okay, just some of them. Like I say, it depends who you are making this gift for. If it's somebody very important, spend a little bit more time to working on the detail. If it's just an okay friend, no embossing, no touch up, one color will do. Just kidding. Okay, so I have a few of my butterfly because my jar is a bigger jar than this one, so I think that's good enough. And there's more. Okay. Here is the other great tips. So after you stamp your image, right, and then the back is white. So after I make this one, I put on my dining table, and then one day my husband just asked me, excuse me, why I have to see the back of the butterfly, and then you got the pretty butterfly in the front, and I have to see the back of the butterfly which have no color. And then I told him, because you're my husband, happy wife, happy life, right? He said, okay, so what happens if you invite your friend and why some of your friends have to see the back of a butterfly? And I told him I will ask my friend sitting in front of butterfly and your sister go to see in the back of the butterfly. And then, or, you know, your mother-in-law. No, actually I like my mother-in-law, so I will put my mother-in-law in the front. Well, just kidding. So I say, well, that's the issue. What I'm going to do, I have to solve that problem, right? So I am going to actually color the back of my butterfly with some color. So you just rub some color, and then when we put the butterfly in the jar, there's some butterfly face this way, some butterfly face that way. So that way we can solve the problem, right? So like this one, I give it a little bit purple. This one, did I get this one? Oh, and then there's more. So this one, I actually put a glitter. I actually place a pack of double-sided tape, and then I put some glitter on top. Like I say, that's the extra work. If you are making for your special friend, you can spend more time to do that. But if it's just like a regular project, I don't know how much time you want to spend on one of the project. So, or you can do some like this one. I was making a template. So my guiding window, so I cut a piece of glossy cardstock. So I can use this one as my backing. So I also give it some color. And just add a few of the butterfly. It's just a solid color, so it's so easy. Depending on how many you need. So I am going to just use my magic mushroom. I don't even dipping my impact. I just give a little bit, you know, color on top. Okay, and then so that I can add some color, and anybody sitting on your dining table, they all have a view for the front and the back. So, or you can do the things I was just telling you, put your sister-in-law there. Okay, so I am going to just do a little bit like this. Okay, so I think that's pretty much pretty enough butterfly I have here. I have actually I have 7 or 8, and then we're going to put it all together. Okay, so let's go put those away. Okay, we're gonna need some light, and I actually bought this one in the Christmas time. And I make some Christmas lantern with this candle. Is awesome. These candles, the best part is they come with a remote control. So I remember I bought 6 of them from Amazon, and I'm going to put a link in the bottom of this tutorial, so you can check out if you want some. And then you can turn it on. Okay, turn it on, and then they actually they change the color. Isn't that awesome? So that's one of the option you can choose, the candle one. And also recently I found some kind of other light is operated with a 3-volt battery, and then they also have a remote control, and then I think they are only under $20, which is a great deal. And then I was going to make like a huge one. So and then I have this one for the Christmas time. They are something like this. I think that will make a pretty card too. The only thing is you want to buy the one with the remote control, because otherwise every time when you want to turn on, you have to kind of go inside digging and then turn on the switch. See, this one is so pretty, right? And then they have a different kind of setting, and then the battery is going to last for a long time, because when you don't need it, and then you can turn it on and turn it off. So this is a great choice too. So two lighting, all the information is under the this tutorial. You can find all the information, and also the remote control have a battery you can replace when they are run out the power. Okay, so I think I'm going to use this light super moss instead of Angelina fabric. If you like Angelina fabric, it's kind of more Christmas time, it's kind of like a snow, that will work too. So this is called Angelina fabric. And then this is a super moss, and then I just get some branches from my yard, and then you got to trim some, make it a little bit shorter, and then you know what, it doesn't matter, you just do whatever you like. And then you are going to use like a wire or tape to kind of tape your branches, and then it's going to hide inside the moss, doesn't matter. And then you kind of just arrange it, and then just give a try, see how you're going to place your butterflies there. Okay, so just try to figure it out how. You don't need too many, okay? Okay, so that's what it look like my job without the butterfly. And then now I'm going to add the butterfly. I think we only need a few, they will do. So I'm going to just have a few my butterfly. I'm going to kind of place them all different angles, so that way if you put in the center of your table, everybody have a good view. And then what it's going to do is we are going to use these glue dots. Okay, that's the best glue to glue on the branches. And then you are going to just put one here, and then be careful, they are very sticky. Okay, yuck. Okay, oop. Okay, and make sure the back is dry. So this one is not dry, not sticky. I'm going to use just this one. Okay, it's not dry. So you got to make sure the back of that card it's not dry. I'm going to actually heat set it. Okay, actually here is the other great tip for you, because those glue dots is actually very sticky, and usually when I pick up with my finger and I'm going to put on my my butterfly, they stick on my finger and then they don't stick on my butterfly. So this is what you're going to do. First of all, you can kind of folding your butterfly wing a little bit. Okay, and then you use your butterfly to pick up that glue dot. And then that way it's not going to stick on your finger. And then we are going to just arrange it and see where I am going to put that butterfly on. Okay, so I'm going to put there. Take a look. So you just try to figure it out where you're going to, or you can, pick up your branches and then put down the branch first. I use that moss to cover my battery. Okay, so kind of make like put a good angle. Okay, I have 2 or 3 branches there, so I'm going to just grab all that out, and then each branch I'm going to put one large butterfly. I think that's easier because I cannot really reach the bottom of that. Okay, try to fold a little bit, make your butterfly is more like a real estate. Okay, and then use the butterfly to pick up the glue dots. Okay, and then someplace high, someplace low, and then when we put in, we kind of just rotate it, and then we can put some small one, like this one. I'm going to, this one, the front here, so the other one I'm going to put in the back, so that way the person who's sitting there, they all can see the butterfly. Okay, so show you that's what I mean, right? Okay, unless you have your sister-in-law, so you really find out I really don't like my sister-in-law, right? That's true. And but I don't think so she's going to watch this tutorial anyway, so I am not worried at all. Okay, let's do, just pick up one. Just be careful, those blue dots is very sticky. And then see how pretty it is? Just a few. I think that's actually enough, because I thought this is a big jar, but actually it's we don't really, just give you a little bit preview. Is that pretty? Wow, I really like this project. Okay, like this, and then going to have a more here, pick up some small one. Okay. Well, you know what, while I'm a symbolist, I like to ask some, I like to ask you some question. You know, I used to teach, so when I teach, I try to, you know, teach everything I know to my students. So when you watch my tutorial, what would you like to see? What would you like me to, you know, sometimes people find out, oh, this tutorial is too long, I talk too much information. You know what? Tell me what do you like, because I am actually, all our show has been canceled, so I'm kind of, you know, have a lot of time to working on the project. And then if this is continue going, I probably end up to be a YouTuber, because I'm going to out of a job because there's no show to attend anymore. So I like to hear what do you think, you know, what would you like to see, to learn, and what do you think about my tutorial. I'm willing to do any adjustment, and I really like to hear from you. I would like to know what do you think about what how I do, and then I can improve myself a little better. I have one more butterfly. I think it looks really pretty already. Yeah, so if you can help me, leave a review or comment, let me know. Is there anything I need to improve? I really need your help to let me know. So, but I really enjoy this YouTube stuff, and I enjoy teaching, but sometimes people just say I talk too much. Yeah, so I think that's so pretty. How do you think? Oh, let me turn off the light. Turn off the light. I think that's a really beautiful project, isn't it? And then see every ankle, they can see butterfly now. Well, too bad I can't play my sister-in-law on the back of the butterfly. Okay, so today's tutorial, I really think you know what, this is going to be my Christmas gift for my friend this year. I think they're going to love it, and it's really low cost, but don't tell them. But like I say, it depends how much time you like to, you know, spend. Like you can do embossing, you can do glitter, but remember, glitter is not your friend. Always do it at your friend's house. And you can add a lot of stuff. You can put a ribbon. You know, I'm actually working on the other jar. Is going to be under the sea. I am going to use a tropical fish, sea turtle to create a different jar. And I think this will, because it's a seal, I think it's going to last for a long time. And then you can place them in your washroom, your dining table. I just put it right in front of my studio, and every time when I create a tutorial, I turn on the light and I really enjoy it. So I think this is so pretty. It's one for the project that I made so far. I really love it. And I have more tutorial coming, and because I have a lot of time now and I really enjoy it, and like I say, I really like to hear from you. Do you want to hear a little bit about me, how I started low cooking rubber stand, and what is my background? Let me know, and I'm really willing and happy to share all the information with you. So this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stand. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.